You could complete the square to solve this equation, but how about a shortcut now? We're going to start off by getting the equation into the same form that we would use if we were factoring to solve. We're going to get everything on one side and set it equal to 0. So I'm going to add 12k to both sides of the equation, giving me k squared plus 12k equals 13. And then I will subtract 13 from both sides of the equation, giving me k squared plus 12k let me fix that, 12k minus, oh, there's my problem, is I forgot to subtract on this side, minus 13 equals 0. Okay. So now, oh, nice, it's a see-through. The quadratic formula. You do not have to memorize this. When you take the test on Unit 10, the quadratic formula will be given to you on the test. You do not need to memorize it. You just need to be able to plug in the numbers and work it out. So the A, B, and C are the very same A, B, and C that we were using when we were factoring. And you can see it right here. Our A, ooh, let me try a pen here. Our A, our B, and our C. Now let's go ahead and plug these numbers in. So, we've got, and let me see if this is going to let me move this now. Okay, negative b. b, of course, is 12. So negative 12 plus or minus the square root of b squared. So negative 12 squared minus 4 times a is 1 and c is negative 13. And that's, okay, let me make this the square root of the whole thing. And that's all over 2 times a is 1. So now we just need to work out what we have here, making sure that we use correct order of operations in the process. So we have, and I'm going to change colors, negative 12 plus or minus and the square root of. So let's see here. 12 squared is 144. Negative 12 squared is also 144. Minus, now let's see here. 4 times 1 times negative 13. So 4 times 13, let's see here. 3 times 4 would be 12, and 4 times 1 would be 40, so that is 52. Negative minus, that's going to make it plus 52. And then that is all over 2 times 1, which is 2. Okay, and let's work it from here. Now, before I get too far, I should probably mention, if we end up with a negative number inside of the square root, we can't find the square root of a negative number. That means that there are no real solutions if we get a negative number inside the square root. If we get a 0 inside of the square root, then the whole square root goes away, and so does this plus or minus. So a 0 inside of the square root would mean that there's only one solution, which will, later when we get to the parabolas, means that the vertex sits on the x-axis. Most of the time, however, we're going to get two solutions, which is 2 points where the parabola crosses the x-axis. We'll learn more about parabolas later. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these numbers in. So we have negative 12 plus or minus. Now 144 plus 52. Well, let's see. We've got 6 there, 9, so 196. And again, that's over 2. So the square root of 196 is what? And it turns out that the square root of 196 is 14. So let's go ahead and write this now as minus 12 plus or minus 14 over 2. Okay, let's simplify somewhat farther. So we're now going to break it into two equations. Negative 12 plus 14 over 2 and negative 12 minus 14 over 2. So right here, negative 12 plus 14 gives us 2, and that's over 2, which equals 1. So this is x equals 1. Over here, negative 12 minus 14 gives us negative 26 over 2, and that is negative 13. So that means that x equals negative 13. So now to write our answer out, x equals 1 and negative 13.